Ben Simmons talk is always intriguing because you have one crowd that thinks that he's a bum, that shouldn't play basketball and should go do something else. And then you have the other side of the spectrum where they think that he's actually pretty damn solid and he can play for anyone at any time because he provides a lot. I am of the belief that Ben Simmons, albeit still can't shoot, right, will always be limited offensively, is still a very good basketball player. You don't be a 3-time All-Star and a 2-time all-defensive first team for no reason. I still believe Rudy Gobert stole his 2021 Defensive Player of the Year award. I will always think that, especially when they held in the voting process, an anonymous NBA coaching voting process in which Ben Simmons beat out Rudy Gobert, and that was voted on by the coaches that play against both of those guys. Now, take that for what it's worth. I form my own opinion. I don't listen or acknowledge what other people say to try and persuade me otherwise. Eye test alone will tell you that Ben Simmons destroys Rudy Gobert defensively, frankly. Rudy's only good for a specific area of the floor. Ben is phenomenal everywhere. But that's beside the point. Ben Simmons, throughout his career, so far has been good. He's a solid 8-8 guy. Obviously, really good efficiency because all of his shots are within 5 feet. He's a really good passer, a really good defender because of his height, a good rebounder, and a good interior scorer. I just think that people use that Atlanta series as like the only thing Ben was involved with. And yes, he made a bad decision passing up the dunk. He got slandered from hell and back. He didn't play a whole season because he was just on top of an injury bug. He couldn't handle it mentally. But for people that still think that he can't play, doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. Like, yes, I know not having a jump shot, especially these days, is rare. That's rare. But if you can provide elsewhere, you can rebound, you can still finish at the bucket, you can pass, you can defend anybody you want to, he's always going to hold value. So, to me, I think people have very, very much underrated him for as far as what he's able to do, and they're focusing on the one thing he can't do. That's the only thing Ben Simmons can't do is shoot. Everything else he can do. So, that's how I feel about it. I'm looking forward to seeing how good he does with Brooklyn this year. I know he'll be good. He's still a kid. He's still very young. He's, 26 now? He's still going to be good, and he's going to provide for anybody. The guy was traded for James Harden, you know what I mean? So that means something. So he's definitely not a bum like others think. I think people really expose how little they know about the game or how little they value someone when they think that he's not good. You can say he's not good at shooting or he's not good in a specific area, but to downright say he sucks in general because of one thing he couldn't do compared to the other things that he does do, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. It never really has. So, Ben Simmons, love him or hate him, the dude can ball.